All right, do something kind of like a training video today. I'll try and talk loud because it's been really windy out here. So we're out here training for matches and stuff like that, and classifier type stuff. Some real close up close fast shooting, especially like when you have like no shoots and stuff like that. So we started off with just the traditional no shoot over the target and then the open, and then I want to do something different and put a target, an open target, a no shoot, less of the A zone than the normal 8 inches from the top of the shoulder, and then an open. Kind of simulate some of the what do you call it? Classifiers in USPSA that start off close. Like one we will be shooting in a couple weeks or next week, 8x3 trigger freeze, but it's an array. It's a no shoot open, no shoot open. But it's about this distance. It's 12 feet from the rear fault line. So this other one, I've seen this array in another match in Phoenix, and it kind of got me, and I got called out for shooting it in a pace to where I paused. I was like pop 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 pop. When okay, see, there's the wind. When I was actually told there should be continuous at that distance, not being that far. Because another array I was shooting, it was open, and I just went pop, 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 pop. So I was called out as it should be pop, 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 being a short transition. So we kind of were out here working on that. And of course, you're pushing the speed, you get a little bit out of hand, and we kind of got out of control. So I'm should be dialing it back now, and I'm going to try and get my hits, but I'm going to really push the pace. And I added that one in there. So it was a lateral transition going from the bottom to the top and then swing over. And so that's 6 rounds per run. I got a mag with roughly 18, so I'll run it 3 times. I'll swap over to the Shooters Global camera, shot timer, and that app, and we'll see the whole thing and then go from there. So yeah, this will be real quick. I'm going to try and push the pace and try and get the shots. I might get a little bit out of control, but I want to get my shots to sound similar. Bop, 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 bop. Or bop, 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 bop. So I wanted 3 shots that should be close to build drill time. So realistically, it should be less than 3 seconds for all 3 shots. So let me just swap over and we'll go through that. And then this is just something we were doing today. So something I need to speed up on in practice. So this is kind of what we did today. So let's just run through it and make this a short video for the day. But let's just push this pace right quick. So stand by. All right. So we saw a time that's a 2:03. Probably pretty fast, faster than I want it to be. But you could probably see all the other shit. So 2 Alpha and then 2 Charlie. I kind of just kept the same cadence. Let's see. It's details. So 95, a 95, a 2-2, a 2-2, a 17, and a 2-5, and whatever the hell. So we'll paste everything up. So I'm actually okay with those hits. Make sure this thing's still fucking recording. All right, looks like it's still recording, so we'll just keep talking. So I'm okay with those hits for the time. So I might try and keep my eyes up at the A zone, but keep the same pace. So I guess I don't want 2 seconds. I want closer. I don't want 3 seconds. I want closer to 2. So let's just try to keep the same hits, but I'm gonna work on getting that up into the head box. So here we go for the second shot. Second go around. Here we go.
Ready.
All right. So 204. Again, 2 Alpha. And then this time a Charlie, 2 Charlie. So it breaks the perf. So that's still a Charlie, but I almost got a little out of control there. And then another 2 Alpha. 2 seconds, so I guess 2 seconds is the goal time, and I have 4 out of 6 alpha, and I want to try and get another alpha but keep the same time. So it still sounded consistent. It sounded pretty consistent, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to try and keep that pace one more time, so I have one more go. So this is roughly the start position, all that shit for the classifier, so that's kind of what we're doing. But I'm just going to push that pace one more time, same consistency, and just try to get the shot right there. Hopefully you can still hear that, because the wind is picking up and I don't have the mic out here. So let's just get to this real quick. Here we go. Try and get another alpha.
Ready.
And I got one. I got two. I got all 6 alphas. So, all alphas on all 6 shots. All alphas on all the runs. And I actually did get one in the lower, and I got the one in the upper. So, I got 2, 4, 6 alpha total on that run. So let's stop this, go back to the other camera. The wind's picking up, so I'll just talk loud. So I ran this little quick fast drill in 3 times with 18 rounds, 2, 4, 6, and the times were almost identical. So the first 2 runs were almost exactly 2.03 or 2.04, and it was 2 alpha, 2 Charlie, 2 alpha, both 2 runs the exact same. I kind of try to pay attention more to what I needed to kind of get my eyes where I wanted to. And by no means did they exactly happen, but I was able to get one shot off a little bit sooner. But the second shot was where I wanted it to be. So the third run was a 2.07, which you should have saw already from the other app of the Shooters Global. So every run, this is the 6 shots from all 3 runs. The 6 shots from all 3 runs. Decent group, even though it's close as hell. But all alphas. And then the very first run was, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The very first run, I believe, was here and here. The second run was here and here. And the last run was here and here. And I don't know how that got there. But, so as I was speeding up from boom, 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 I was bringing my eyes up here, and I just think I got off a little bit soon, and I managed to get the first one here by luck, and then I got the second one here, and then I immediately transitioned over and got my 2. So roughly just over 2 seconds from 4 yards right there, I got all alphas in just over 2 seconds. So this, we actually sort of saw this in a match, but I was actually running. The footage is on there from the last Phoenix Rod and Gun Club. It was stage 2, I believe. So we ran over, and it was 2 side by sides, and I hit bop, 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 and I ran all the way completely to the other side, and I had this. This is what the outcome was of the target, but it wasn't bop, 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 bop. It was bop, bop, pause, bop, bop, and then I took off. Maybe I'll try to snip that and put that in there in the beginning or after. Maybe I'll just put it in after, and you can kind of see. But yeah, so this is just something that I needed to do for myself, and the wife was doing the same thing. So we're just kind of trying to push our pace, especially on stuff that's this close, because you do see that. So this is kind of what we're doing for practice, because we will see this setup quite a bit, especially in the classifier, and then in Phoenix a lot. They love these, especially at Phoenix Rod and Gun Club. If you're in Arizona, you see this setup a lot. You'll see this, and then you'll see it. You'll see it times 2. So you'll have a lot of this, and then right next to each other, or they'll use 2 stands and then just have them stapled immediately together. Or you'll have this one up here, so you have open and ahead, open and ahead. I mean, they go real big on taping stuff together and throwing more rounds in a tight spot, so that, to me, they're trying to force you to shoot fast, but shoot too fast to where you make your mistakes, or shoot just fast enough to make sure you get all your hits. So you may get over cocky and think, oh, this is fast, and ba 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 ba, and all of a sudden you got a mic and no shoot whatever, when you could just, figure out what you need to do in practice and go from there. So that's pretty much the end of this video for that. It was just kind of like a practice deal. And so if you even if you don't shoot competition or USPSA or IDPA, none of that shit, it's still pretty cool to push your pace. You could do this from concealment, push your speed with whatever, and then you're basically just getting your eyes where they need to be. And at this distance, the sights, you're pretty much just in alignment, body alignment. It's called confirmation levels 1, 2, and 3, which there's plenty of videos on that. But basically 2 is just basically you're aligned and you know you're good. You send the 2, then you come up, and by then you kind of get the dot. You paint your picture, bop bop, and then you come over and the same thing. But even at this distance, you can almost point it, bop 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 bop. Or if you pick up the dot eventually right here, it's bang bang dot 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 dot, or it's streak, it's whoop whoop like this, and then same thing there. But yeah, so other than this, these were pretty consistent, roughly a fist, and that one was just a little bit, it's about the same too. So I got the results I wanted after this day of training, and I need to just incorporate this more, plus this at distance. We did shoot that as well. So this is stuff you want to be looking at, not just opens at real fast and distances. You should still be able to hit this open you should be able to hit this no shoot at the same pace as this at this distance, is the whole point of this. And then if you're not sure how, you just got to set it up and just speed it up and go through it and go through it and go through it and go through it. So again, I try to keep the videos short, but I ramble on. So anyway, yeah, this is pretty much what we did today, and the day's over for us. So we're going to pack it up and go eat or something. So all right, hope you enjoyed the video.